Hey everybody. You probably remember in my last ceiling fan video I showed you guys a palm air hugger and I mentioned that I had another one. Um, well, here it is. This is the second of the two palm air huggers that I picked up along with that SMC Emperor. So this is the final of the three fans from that lot. Now this one, if you remember, I had mentioned was in a lot worse condition than the other one. This one also was it took an unnecessarily long amount of time to put up, and it was just unnecessarily ridiculous, the issues I ran into with this one. So, but I'll get into that in a minute. But first, this one is in, it's the exact same as the other one, the exact same fan, same, like, model number, blade design, light kit, and everything. Um, Same finish, you know. Um, So it's basically the exact same thing, yeah. Now, I believe that unlike the other one, which I think was used inside, this one I think was actually used outside on like a screened-in porch or something like that SMC Emperor, just because of how tarnished the brass finish is and the finish on the blades. I'm not sure if you can see on the blade on the right side over here, there's some of the finish missing right up there. That actually wasn't the previous owner's fault. That was my fault. I went and tried to wash the blades in the sink. I didn't know that the finish on these is like some sort of like fake overlay stuff, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. That just like, if it gets wet, it just absorbs it and flakes off of there. So it's almost like if paper gets wet. So I think it's like some sort of fibrous, I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but the blades are like really cheap, like particle board type thing. So no real big deal. The other one's in perfect condition, so it's not a really big deal. This one's also missing the vent screen, which is something that the other one still has present, which is another reason why I think this one was used outside. And the inside of the motor housing is completely rusted. Now, you also might have remembered that I mentioned I could not get this one's motor housing separated from its mounting bracket, and that was because it was just so rusted together. It was literally like fused together. I have no idea how they managed to do that. Um, but I got the bright idea of putting the entire assembly, the motor housing and the mounting bracket, just screwing it to the box, and then pulling the housing off. And at first it didn't work, but then I tried like working a screwdriver up between like the seam where the mounting bracket met with the housing, and sooner or later it finally popped off. So um, after that was taken care of, I went to try to hang the fan up. But when I first powered it up, I didn't put the motor housing on and the blades. I tested it before that, which is something I normally don't do. I don't know why I did it this time, but it's a good thing I did because when I did, it popped the circuit breaker in the basement here. So I had to do some investigating, and it come to find out, whoever was last in this tied the light kit wires together. So I have no idea why they did that. It was very stupid. Yeah, because like the white was one of the like black hot wires for the going to like the pull chain was tied to the blue for the light kit, and the or no, it was tied to the black from the light kit, and then the blue and the white were hooked together. So yeah, I guess I will go ahead and turn the light kit on for you now. This is the exact same globe that you saw on the other one in my last video. I just reused it. It's a really nice globe. It works good on these huggers. So there it is with the light kit on. It's actually the same bulb in there too, I think. Yeah, it is. The same CFL. And now I'll start the fan up on high. And I even used the same pull chain extension, because this one didn't come with any pull chain extensions, unlike the other one, which came with one of those strings. So despite this fan's rather unseemingly appearance, like the other one, it actually performs really well. Um, I did give this one a little bit of oil. It didn't need it, but I felt better oiling the bearings just because of how dirty the motor was. It's spinning fast. It's quiet. It's moving a lot of air. So yeah, it doesn't look like it, but it's still full of life. So I'm going to turn the fan down to medium. And it looks like it is performing basically the exact same as the other one, which again isn't a surprise because it's the exact same fan. Absolutely no wobble either, which is, again, very surprising. Well, that part's surprising. Because there's also, like, paint splatters on top of the blades as well. There's some on the motor housing, but I was able to clean most of it off. So that's low speed. Let it slow down. And all sorts of noises are happening now. Okay. Turn it back up to, oh, no, that's medium. Turn it back up to high. And let it get up to speed. And spin her down. Oh, I found a piece of broken glass on the floor. That's always nice. Need a vacuum down here again. Now my dad's gonna want to walk around upstairs. Oh well. Another surprise, this one's got a good spin down. I don't know how those bearings are so good if it was outside. But let's flip it to reverse and see what it does on low and reverse. All right. I do not like how the way that the light kit is oriented with the pull chain right next to the fan pull chain. I can't stand when that happens. They've got to be on opposite sides. It's something about, I guess, OCD. I don't know. So that's high speed in reverse. Again, a very good performer. Alright. Now I've already shown you the other one, of course, up close, but you can see the difference in quality or condition, of course, with the tarnished finish there, the rusty screw. Of course, those are the same screws I used on the other ones, though, actually, because they only gave me one set of blade screws for these. But they gave me the screws for the Emperor, at least. And then there's the portion that's missing. Although the cane inserts are still in really good condition, which is surprising. They're still beautiful. And then your pull chains, and then the light kit again. Show that to you once more. This pull chain is hard to pull for the light kit. And then I know I showed you guys this one's mounting bracket at the end of the other video, but now I'm going to show you the, here's the other one. I'll just take it apart on the floor here, but here's the mounting bracket for the other one. And this one you can see has the Palmer label. On that one, it's missing. But it's also got the model number information. It's model HSC-652, just like this one. But this one's, of course, in better condition, which you can see from the finish, of course. So, that is it for this video. That is the second Palmer Hugger ceiling fan. So thank you for watching, and more to come.